USG. How long you been a member?
For about a year.
Awesome. Yeah, we've been with them maybe that long, maybe a little longer, but seems like a good organization. You know, I talked to a lot of people involved, and they seem to feel like it works for them. So yay. All right. Well, before I tell you a little bit about Rainmaker, would love to ask you a few questions if I could.
All right.
So awesome. How long have you been in business?
For a couple years.
Okay. Do you do most of the sales, or do you have a sales rep, or how does that work?
I do most of the sales, but I also have one of my operators goes and does sales too.
Okay. And how big is your territory? Like, how far out do you go, radius-wise or county-wise?
I'm all over the place.
Okay, I love it.
From Sycamore to Chicago to Joliet.
Okay. Perfect. And how have you been getting business? Like, what strategies are you using now to get people through the door?
Cold calling and referrals.
So by cold calling, do you mean phone or knocking on doors?
Knocking on doors.
Love it. It's a lost art. I do that too still. And I know that your website is going to be up and running soon. What all do you handle? Do you do vending, micro markets, coffee, water, ice? What areas are you involved in?
I do snacks, drinks, and coffee, and I do fresh food too.
Okay, got it. And what's kind of minimum people in a building are you looking for to make it worth your while?
I normally like 100 people walking past my machine a day.
Okay. And obviously, you could probably sell to anybody with that type of employee count or person count. But do you like some industries over others? Do you like, schools more than medical, or just, again, a little bit of everything?
A little bit of everything. I have a lot of schools as well.
Okay. And how are you organizing data? Do you use spreadsheets? Do you have a computer program? Like, where do you put information on clients and prospects?
I have software.
Which one?
Cantaloupe.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. Okay. So, have you ever outsourced your cold calling? If not in this endeavor, in a previous one?
I'm sorry?
Have you ever let someone else set your appointments for you in your lifetime?
Well, yeah. When I was in the auto industry for over 13 years, so.
Okay. So when other people set appointments for you, what did you like about that, and what did you wish were different?
Just going through the steps and what, we are looking for as a company.
Yeah.
Going through that checklist.
Okay. All right. Now, my notes say that you're on the road a lot. You might not be in front of a computer to pull up my website. Are you out and about, or do you have a computer close by? Okay.
I won't be able to get on one.
That's fine. I'll just talk at you. Sometimes it's nicer if you have something to look at, but I'll be happy to just dig in. So we have lots of services. They're all separate, but they kind of flow together. So the first one's lists. Like, I could just broker a list for you, but we include a list free with every campaign. So you'll have, I don't know if you've bought them before, but they can be pricey. Usually it can be $1,000 or more to buy one. So it's a nice value add. We'll buy the list for you, and we will share it with you. You'll have complete input on the size company, where they sit, their industry type. That's what we'll use to start making prospecting calls. But I always want to mention too that we want to become your sales assistants. If you're out and you see a building you want to get into, just snap a picture. You can text it to me, email it to me. We'll add it to your database and work it. So we'll get a list, but we can also use any numbers you have. So that's kind of lists. Then for appointment setting, we take that list and we import it into a program we have here. We call and introduce ourselves as being with your organization. We get the right person on the phone. If they ask for information, we keep your letterhead on file and do a one-page mailer. And, in large part, we know it's a stall tactic, right? Hey, send me some info. We've all said it. But But it's the first thing they've technically asked your company to do, so we want to make sure it's done so we can do that for you. But our goal is to get you an appointment in with that buyer, with that decision maker. And I'm always really proud of our appointments. I think we go above and beyond on the information that we gather for you. You're going to get things like phonetic spelling, titles are gathered. Everything from the original list is there, so number of employees, sales volume, industry type, credit rating, so you get all that information. And then there's another whole section where we get answers to the questions you're curious about. You know, a published employee count is one thing, but we need to ask how many people are in that building every day with folks working at home and everything else. So we'll verify how many people are there. We'll gather email addresses. If there's contract renewal dates or other information that you want, we'll gather that too. We confirm every appointment, so really all you have to do is go. So it's a really great service for someone wearing a lot of hats. And then all that information I just mentioned, it's not just on like an appointment sheet, but we will be building you a digital database that also too, all that data you own. So at any time you can say, hey Patricia, export all the emails. I want to do an email campaign, or let me know all the places in this zip code that you've already started to work. I'm going to do some door knocking today. So a lot of what we do is start organizing your data in sortable, exportable formats that you can use for other marketing strategies. There's also a notes area on every appointment sheet. So my folks are all under one roof in St. Louis, really happy that we're back under one roof. We use bullets, not scripts, so we're chatty. People have a tendency to talk to us because we just kind of talk to them. So we'll find out if their machines are sitting empty or if they, what any issues they're having. We'll let you know that so you can address it when you go on the appointment. The last thing about appointments is if we agree on an email for us to use, as we're working, we can also send out individual emails. So if like a receptionist says, oh yeah, you need to talk to Judy in HR, she's not here, here's her email, we can send her an email of introduction saying we'll try to connect next week, but here's who we are. If we speak to a contact and they decline an appointment, we can do the same thing. We can say, hey, here's the, thanks for the conversation today. If anything changes, here's our information. We hope you consider family vending. So those are not, they can't get unsubscribed from. They're not email blasts. They're just individual emails. It's a free option we offer if it's something that you ever want us to do. But after the appointment, we have a whole lot of other services too. So we can help you cultivate. So what that looks like is if you go on an appointment and you say, hey, Patricia, they're fine right now. They're not having any main issues, but have my inside rep give them a call every couple months until they're closer to making a change. And then we can do that. We'll say, hey, this is Patricia with Family Vending. John just wanted us to touch base, find out how your summer's going, if there's anything we can help you with. And we just basically keep in touch with them because, sales is all about timing. Happy today doesn't mean they're going to be happy in a couple months. But we want to make sure your name is top of mind to them, and we can help with some cultivation calls. And then we also do work with your clients. So if we can upsell or cross-sell current clients, so we can sell your vending clients coffee or etc. We can ask for business referrals. As you're in business longer, we can call your inactive list and try to get them back in the fold. So if there's anything, a lot of the client bullets came from our clients saying, hey, Patricia, can you make these 100 calls? So we're always open to talking about customer service calls. I've done collections. So however, if you need some help, just let us know and we can talk about that too. So that's kind of our circle of services. Any questions before I go on to how we price?
No.
Okay. So because you're a USG member, you do have special pricing and special just deals. So normally I'm $79 an hour with a minimum of 6 hours a week. For my fellow USG members, we start at $75 an hour, and that's if you start a program at 4 hours a week or 5 hours a week. If you go to 6 hours a week, we drop that to $69 an hour, 6 hours or more. So we try to make it easy to jump in as little as 4 hours a week. And again, everything's included, no list fee, no setup fees, nothing hidden. I keep it pretty clean. And we get in and start getting you introductions to some new locations.
All right.
Have you thought about doing a call campaign, or are you just kind of info gathering?
I have not. I always end up buying companies out. So it's one of those things that, like this month, I had 9 new locations. So
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I have over 200 machines
Okay.
within the 2 years I've been in business. So it's been growing really fast.
Awesome. That's amazing. So yeah, if you ever need any help, as people buy businesses, we do a lot of calling and saying, we're under new management. Would you like to meet the owner? We can do that. So yeah, it's a great model, especially now when people haven't been able to find labor. So many machines are sitting, not filled. We're getting in because people have machines and agreements, but there's just nobody to fill them anymore. So if it sounds like a great model for you to snatch up some of these companies and get their accounts. So why don't I send you over a proposal just so you kind of have our information. I don't want to bug you, but I don't want you to forget about me either. When do you think I should touch base and maybe follow up?
Give me a couple weeks.
Okay.
Let's do a couple weeks and let me go over it with my partner and see if it works for us.
Okay. Would you like to put something on the calendar just so we don't play phone tag, or would you like me to just reach out in a couple weeks?
If you can shoot me an email in the beginning of next week or middle of next week or beginning of next week, whatever works best for you. This way I can kind of figure it out. Right now, for this week, this whole month is just every day. So it's, I'd say best to shoot me an email on Tuesday the 29th.
Okay. Asking about what dates for the following week, right? That's what the email is?
Correct.
All right. It shall be done, John.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Have a good week or two. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
This John.
Hey, sorry about you again. What kind of data collector am I? I just wanted to double check. Your email is Co-Family Vending LLC.
Yep.
Okay, and your business address is still on Honeysuckle.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Sorry, John. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, so for this one, a couple things. He wasn't in the car. He was in the car. He didn't have the website. So I phrased things a little differently. And I skipped some stuff that's superfluous. And then the other thing is that I always look, his email is a Gmail address. He doesn't have a domain name. So when I go through that spiel about emails, I don't mention, oh yeah, if you want to make an email of Patricia at Family Vending LLC, because he doesn't have that. So I just kind of say, if you want to give us an email to use. So my phraseology is just a little bit different on a couple of those facts. Okay, thanks.